Welcome back to another video. It's December Bullet Madness, and I'm doing the video a lot of you have requested. We are going to look at the classic, the standard for hunting bullets, the Nosler Partition, and I'm going to compare it to the Hornady Interlock. So come along. Don't forget to vote for your favorite bullet in this one, and let's learn a little bit about the Partition and the Interlock. All right, it's finally time to talk about the Nosler Partition. This is the 30 caliber 180 grain partition. Now this is the protected point, so it's not as aerodynamic as the original partition, but it shoots really well in my 300 Weatherby. So, I'm going with it. So let's go ahead and look at the partition. What makes this bullet so special? What makes it kind of the standard of all hunting bullets, and what other bullets are compared to? So what makes this bullet so special is that there is this little copper gap in between the lead of the base and the top that basically makes it so this bullet holds together. It expands really well, but it's really unlikely that the lead will separate from the copper jacket. And so that's what makes this bullet a bit special and loved by all hunters. And so it is very effective. Obviously, it's not the highest BC bullet. Let me show you the BC for this particular partition. Down here, the PPT, and it has a pretty crappy BC. But, these bullets were designed so obviously this is not much of a long-range bullet, but it doesn't need to be. It's such an effective bullet. I want to now show you some of how this bullet expands. Here's an example of how the partition expands. This is a 30 caliber 180 grain partition, and so when it hits an animal, that top of the bullet, nose of the bullet will expand really well, but because of the separation, it has that copper separation in between the top of the bullet and the base. It will still hold together. So it's pretty unlikely that you're going to have, the lead separating from the jacket. And so it is a very effective bullet. And this is why so many hunters love it, is because it expands well, but holds together and retains a decent amount of weight. All right, opening up the Hornady reloading manual, we're going to go ahead and look at the same 180 grain class bullet, but this is the Interlock. And this bullet is also kind of a classic. A lot of people still use it. It's a very effective hunting bullet, but again, it's just your standard cup and core bullet. There is no little gap with the copper down here that holds this bullet together. And so this bullet is great for smaller game, I would say deer-sized game, but it might not be ideal for dangerous game. And so what the Interlock, what it really means is they actually have a little indent of copper that supposedly tries to work like the partition. It doesn't, but that's okay. It's still a good bullet that a lot of people use and is very effective. Okay, one more thing with these bullets is let's just compare the BC. With this 180 grain Interlock, it's got a boat tail, so the BC is a little bit better, and it has a .452, which is all right. Again, both the partition and the Interlock are not meant for long range shooting. They're great hunting bullets within 400 yards or so. Lastly, let's talk about availability for each of these bullets. And the winner has to go to the Hornady Interlock. Unless you're a big fan of 8mm bullets, I don't think you're going to find any partitions anytime soon, sadly. I can't find them anywhere. But I have seen some Interlocks in all sorts of calibers, so that's pretty cool. But remember, please comment below which bullet you want to see move on. You gonna vote for the partition or the Interlock? Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.